Welcome to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina, formerly known as 250397. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's an old number, you know. Serving 15 years, not only for a crime I didn't commit, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't have been there. So let's get that right. Today I don't have my wife with me, but I have a great guest with me today. TYRO, Robert Crawford in the house, everybody. Let's give it up. Woo! Welcome to TYRO TV.
I appreciate it.
You know, today we're going to talk about his journey and since becoming a TYRO and what's been happening in his life and how he's really overcoming a lot of the barriers that face men when they come out of prison or come out of jail, come out of county jail, and into a whole new existence because now you have a number. Now you got a label, right? But you don't let those things stop you, right?
No, absolutely not. I mean, even though I have a number and I have a label, I don't let those things stop me because I'm doing me in life, and I'm doing great at it. My life is so successful right now. I have everything to look forward to.
Nice.
Life is great. I get to see my daughter occasionally. I mean, I'm having some issues with that, but you know what? I'm getting through that. That seems to be the only issue that I'm going through right now.
Awesome. Well, you look sharp, man. I mean, what, you got a job interview? What's going on, baby?
You know what? I got an interview with you guys.
Oh, man, that's what. See that? TYRO right there, boy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So Robert, you know, I really appreciate you being here. Listen, TYRO TV is about taking the experiences that we've had and imparting them into you so that you can overcome whatever barrier you're facing. TYRO TV is about being transparent, about being honest. You know, I served 15 years in the state penitentiary, you know, and I know, looking at me, I don't look like I served 15 years.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But that's you. You don't look like you're in the county jail. You look like you've been in prison and all that, right? Yeah. We don't carry it. But being a TYRO means that we own it. And once you own your story, man, it sets you free, right?
You know what? I can agree with that because even in my workplace, in NA, counseling, I open up about my story and I let people in on who I am and where I've came from and, you know, what I've overcame to become the person that I am today. And I've noticed that there's people that stay in your life, that once you tell that story, the ones that stay in your life are the ones that are meant to be there, and the ones that step out are the ones that aren't supposed to be there. So, I mean, life is great. The people that are in my life are supposed to be here. They're supporting me. They're backing me up the whole journey, and I can't be more appreciative of it.
Well, that's good stuff because I know in one time in your life, you weren't appreciative of it, right?
No.
We took everything for
granted.
But once you wake up and you get to see, wow, life is good, life is great. As long as we maintain that path of success, right, it'll come to us. Listen, we're going to take a small break. When we come back, we're going to really dive deep in Robert's life and what's happening in there and how it's working out, becoming a TYRO and being a TYRO. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this.
TYRO Dads will help you to see who you really are on the inside by coming to terms with your past, present, and future. You'll begin to move forward by using your time on the inside to transform yourself. We know you're not the only one serving time. Your family is too. Overcoming the issues that existed prior to and during incarceration are often more than what many families can survive. TYRO Dads has a unique method of reaching and healing families based on Ron and Catherine Tijerina's own personal experiences. TYRO Dads works exclusively with incarcerated fathers who have minor children. The program lasts for 10 weeks and focuses on intensive character development. You'll be taught to take responsibility for your actions, to own it. You'll be prepared to overcome the obstacles of incarceration and transition back into your home and community, both successfully and permanently. Upon successful completion of this program, you will earn the title of TYRO, which means a warrior, someone learning something new. You will be one of the honored, a man worth following. If you think you have what it takes to be a TYRO or you want to know more, contact your local project facilitator or your institution staff.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. My name is Ron Tijerina, and today we have in the house Robert TYRO Crawford, everybody. Woo, high five, baby. Good to have him in the house. Listen, we're going to talk real here. Listen, guys. Listen, dads. It doesn't matter where you're at in age. If you're a father, if you're a stepdad, if you're going to be a dad, this show's for you. TYRO TV. We're going to talk about what it means to be a real dad, a real man of honor, a real man of good character. So Robert, now that you're home and you got the number, we talked about that, but what's the biggest barrier that you've had to face since coming home from the penitentiary? What's the biggest thing, the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge for me would trying to be the best father that I can from a distance, and it is so hard not being able to see my daughter all the time because she's a year and 8 months just a few days ago, actually.
Wow,
And
baby.
yes, a baby. And
But you look like a baby too, man.
I am a baby. I was a kid having a kid.
Oh,
and
my
you know what?
goodness.
I couldn't be more thankful that she's here.
Yeah.
There was no mistakes.
So the biggest challenge is for you to be able to spend quality time with her and to spend and be there for her at any, and see her. And I totally, man, that a long distance dad is what you're describing yourself as. And so what are you doing to help alleviate that, to help build that bridge so that that is no longer reality in your life? What are you doing to fix that?
I am staying in contact with her mother at all times, trying my best to see her, but she's making it very hard on me. But I am staying in contact, and I'm trying to show her that I am capable of being civil. I am capable of talking to her without arguing, and I am capable of actually not cussing, because I've been working on that, and I've been doing great on it.
Okay.
So I believe that also shows my character of who I am by not using any cuss words.
So practice makes
Permanent.
So practice makes perfect. So in the past, you sounds like you used to be a drunken sailor.
A sailor.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
man, boy. Right? So now you want to change your vocabulary, your whole attitude, right?
Yes.
Your whole mindset. And that's good because who else do you have to prove to that you're no longer the same who you used to be?
I have to prove to myself. Myself is the main important one, because I don't want to live in the past anymore. And going to a recovery home, they told me that I had to change everything, and by everything they mean it. So I took that into account, and I am changing everything in my life, from the way that I talk, from the way that I live, from the way that I attend work, going to NA meetings. I attend one every day, no matter if I need it or not, because
That's
you
good.
never know when you're going to need that meeting. You
Yeah.
never know who's going to speak up and say something that you need in your life,
Yeah.
or a reading that comes from the Just for Today. I don't read it every day, but whenever I go to NA, it's read to me.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love everything about NA.
Wow, that's good stuff. That's a good word. So don't run from your past,
No.
right? But you own it,
Yes.
right? How's that saying go, Tyro? Where it says your past doesn't define who you are,
But it can define
but it'll qualify you
you for the future.
for your future. That's right. It'll qualify you for your future. And what I'm hearing you say is that you're able to embrace this entire experience, not run from it, right? But you're growing and learning despite it,
Yes, absolutely.
right? And you're being empowered in the NA meetings, in the groups, but you're not walking alone in this. Then, so who's with you? Who's along with you in this journey?
Thankfully, I have all of my family backing me up. My dad especially, he calls me every day. He tells me how proud he is of me.
Wow.
And, I do talk with him every day. My stepmom, she's one of my biggest supporters too. She actually talks to me more than my dad does, and I couldn't be more thankful for her. My mom, I'm working out that relationship,
Okay.
building it back up,
Yep.
We kind of went a little bit distant for a little bit, but that's okay, because it just gives me time to repair what was lost. And you know what? We're growing stronger than we have been.
Man,
So
that's a
I
good
love
word.
it.
That's a good word because even when I went to prison, all the people that I damaged, right? And then I got into a relationship with my wife. I've been married 32 years this year, but prior to waking up in prison, I was damaged goods, right?
Right.
Oh man, that's a powerful word right there. So you got in a relationship with your wife, but you had a lot of these issues.
Yes.
You were damaged goods. She probably had issues too, because like-minded people attract. So if you're broken, she's broken, two people attract, right?
Right.
And we create a broken home.
Right, absolutely.
Right? But now I hear you saying you're in the process of bringing healing. You're owning the cracks. You're owning the brokenness that you caused, and you're bringing this thing called mending. You're mending what you broke.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to commend you for that, Tyro, because that is a true man of honor, a man of good character, when we can look ourselves in the mirror and we can say, you know what, I broke it, but now I'm taking responsibility for it, and I'm going to fix it.
Right, absolutely.
I'm going to do whatever it takes. And that means I'm going to say, I'm sorry to this person, this person, this person, this person, however many times it takes. Right?
And it doesn't matter how many times it takes, because whenever you hurt somebody, it may take more than once for them to realize that you are being a man of your word, and you are changing and becoming somebody of better character. So you can't just let yourself get down because they don't believe you the first time around. Just prove it. Your actions show more than words, and I believe that truly.
Man, well, that's a good word. I heard you say that you're working right now. I want to talk a little bit about that. So when we come back, we're going to talk about, man, Robert's journey getting a job because, I mean, with the felony, with the number, I know there's challenges that go with that. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this, and we'll be right back.
Playing catch, basketball, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. These are all normal things on the outside, but many times are missed in a visitation setting. TYRO Dads brings the same fun experience to the inside through Family Days. As a TYRO Dad, you have the opportunity to participate in this fantastic event. Family Day is designed to allow fathers and families to engage with each other through activities designed to stimulate communication, learning, and play. Family Days will not only be a highlight for you, but for your children as well. The Ridge Project has strategically developed Family Day as an opportunity to help you connect with your child throughout your separation and help both of you develop skills to continue building your relationship when you return home.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina, and today we have with us Robert TYRO Crawford in the house. Woohoo! I tell you what, this is a good time. So Robert, man, I'm hearing you tell me the story, and you look so young, man. But you're not only do you look young, but you're filled with wisdom. You know, you've lived through something. You've been living your life, and you've gone through good times, bad times, worst times, great times. You've had money, didn't have money, right? I mean, you're living. I'm 52 years old, and I totally get it, man. I hear what you're saying, but being so young, and you said earlier you was a baby having baby, right?
Yeah.
But now you're like you're maturing. Right? But let me ask you this. Becoming a TYRO, how has that empowered you? Because before you went to prison, before you got locked up, you had a job. That was no big deal. But how has TYRO empowered you to keep it?
TYRO has given me the empowerment to become a better person and to strive for better things and to stop setting myself so low because I know I'm better than who I was. I know I'm better than I was yesterday, and that's what I need to strive to do is become better than who I was yesterday, and that's all that matters. Take it day by day.
Yeah, but now I also know that you got to get up way early in the morning.
Yeah.
So what is that? What drives you? What's the driving factor? Who do you walk with? I mean, I have an idea, and I also know you work out. Yeah. You know, I also know that you lift weights, but it takes a certain type of discipline, right, to get up as early as you do. So tell me about that. What is that about?
Normally I wake up at around, let's say 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I don't even go to bed until 12, so it does take some courage and some strength and to get up. I mean, I need a little bit more discipline on going to bed earlier.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm still going to work. I'm not missing any. But I did take a half day to come here and do this segment with you guys, and I couldn't be more thankful of that.
Well, we're thankful you did that.
I'm making it up this weekend, so that's all that matters. Yeah. But I have a lot to look forward to. I have goals that are set that I need money for, and I need to be at work every day. I honestly love my job. I love the environment that I put myself in and the people that I'm around. So that helps me strive to go to work too. And I create a better environment for myself. I make people laugh. We get music playing at work, so I'll dance and sing to music and get people going along with me. So it just makes it that much easier to go to work.
Wow.
And I hold pictures of my daughter in my wallet, so I look at them quite frequently, and I realize that she is one of my main goals. So
that's great stuff.
Every morning, I'll look at her picture, and it'll get me going.
So as a TYRO, you're describing yourself as when you go to work and you create the atmosphere you're looking for.
Yes.
Right. Now, those people, they may not be TYROs. They may not even be conscious because they may not have went through what you went through, where you couldn't open up your own refrigerator, where you couldn't be there for your little girl. And so they're taking things still for granted. Not saying that, that it's not their fault. They just haven't, been through what you've been through. But you come to bring excitement to them. You come to wake up their world, to come to a place of appreciation where they, like us in the past, would have taken for granted. Right? And so I hear you telling me that not only you're not bringing entertainment for entertainment's sake.
No.
You're bringing it for life's sake,
Yes.
right? So that they can enjoy every moment, right?
I mean, if you can go to work and actually enjoy it, it makes people want to come back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes me want to come back knowing that I can put smiles on people's faces and warm their hearts with laughter. That's what I love doing the most. If I can put a smile on somebody's face, then I'm doing something right.
That's right. Because I'm tired of making people cry,
Absolutely.
right? Breaking their heart, letting them down, tearing down their world, right?
Yeah.
Man, this is awesome. So, okay, you got a job. You got to get up in the morning. So you got a driver's license, a car, all those type of good things, or what's going on there?
No, I do not have a driver's license. It is suspended, but I plan on going to the bureau and to the courts and
Okay.
getting it set up to where I can pay monthly. And
All
I'm
right.
saving up for a car right now.
Okay, awesome. So how do you get to work?
Most of the time I will walk, but there is a lovely lady at work that will give me rides every now
Okay.
and then, and I appreciate that more
Yeah.
than anything. Save
So-
me the 45-minute walk.
So you walk for 45 minutes when you can't get a ride. But what time you got to leave? Start that journey.
I have to be clocked in at work at 5:20, so I'll leave at like 4:30 in the morning just to be there on
Let's
time.
start walking.
Yeah.
Wow, do you hear that, Tyros? Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes. You get up that extra. You got to get up extra early because you got to be fully dressed, ready to go. If you take your car, you got to be ready to go to walk at that particular time. You can't be late from hitting that street because if you're late a minute, it puts you back a minute from clocking in on time, right?
Yes.
Oh
absolutely.
my goodness. So it takes a lot of discipline to make sure that there are no distractions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of distractions, right?
There is many distractions every day from I had a drug problem in the past, and sometimes walking to work or walking home from work or to NA or counseling or wherever I'm going, I will smell weed in the streets, and it does kind of take me back down memory lane, but it also shows me where I came from and shows me that I don't deserve that. I'm much better than who I was, and I don't need that in my life, and just to keep walking and leave that in the past as well.
That's good. That's good because I tell you what, as a former alcoholic, right? I walk by Budweiser, Michelob, Schlitz Liquor, Miller Lite, all them. I'm like, see ya. And you know what? And it doesn't have no pull on me, right? I mean, I've totally delivered from that lifestyle, right? And I don't desire it. I don't crave it at all, right? But there was a time in my life I couldn't walk past that stuff, right? Without spending the electricity money, spending the car payment, spending the rent, right? Because it was all about who? It was all ourselves. So listen, we're going to take a small break. When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation with TYRO Robert Crawford. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this.
Dear son, it's been hard these last few years, watching you grow up without me in the picture. Never taking the time to find out how you were or what was going on in your life. You're just a boy, I thought. You don't need me. I didn't need my dad. He was never around, I told myself. But I was wrong, son. I'm supposed to be a grown man. I was selfish. I was stupid. I was thinking of me, not you. If I could go back, son, and change things, I would. It's taken me all this time being selfish to finally grow up and realize I need to be a responsible man. That's what I finally learned, not from prison, but the TYRO program. It's all about becoming a better, stronger man. Wish I would have gotten it sooner. Everything looks different to me now. I'm a changed person. I know I need to be there for you now. It's not about me anymore. It's not about being cool. It's not about who I run with. It's about Mom. It's about you. It's about being a better man, learning something new in my life. It's about being a TYRO, a man worth following. I'm your dad. You're my son, and I love you. I am a TYRO. I'm a TYRO. Dad.
If you think you have what it takes to be a TYRO or just want to know more, contact your local Ridge Project facilitator or your caseworker.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina, and today we have in the house with us TYRO Robert Crawford. I'll tell you what, this has been an amazing segment to listen to this young man talk about what he's overcoming, what he's striving to do, and how he's doing it. Listen, we don't want to take life for granted. You know, we see this young man here, he's living it and he's telling about it. So if he can do it, so can we, dads. Hey, so Robert, on this last segment, man, if there was anything you could say to these men in here in this penitentiary, you know, you've got a prison number, you've been through it, you know, you have life experiences, you're an expert in what you've overcome. So what could you tell these men that are watching this, these tyros and the men who maybe not be tyros, but they're watching this round, if there were 3 things you could give them to empower them to take it to the next level, to step it up, what would that be?
The first thing that I would tell them is to change absolutely everything about yourself, everything. Because to become somebody better, you have to become somebody new, somebody that you weren't before, because the things you were doing before just weren't working. So change everything about yourself. That would be the first thing I would say.
I love that. I love that. In order to become somebody better, you got to become somebody new. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Second one would be find your higher power.
Okay.
Because I believe with his trust, if you put your trust in him and pray for guidance and wisdom to become, or to overcome, I should say, over every obstacle each day, I believe he is your number one. He will be one of your number ones. Put God up there, and he will guide you on your journey.
Awesome, awesome. And number 3, what would that be?
Family. Family. Put your family first, because your family is one of the most important things that you can have in your life. They are what carry your name out. They are something that represents you. So take care of them the way that you would want to be taken care of yourself. Love them, cherish them, and take care of them no matter what. Through everything. You
know, all those are powerful. And you know, if I could add one more to it, don't take it for granted.
Absolutely.
Don't take all those 3 things that you described. Don't take nothing for granted, because that's what ended us walking up straight into prison. We thought we took our freedom for granted, right?
We
took our freedom for granted, and now that we're out, now that you're out, man, how, you know, isn't it amazing, isn't it?
I never realized how much freedom I truly had until it was taken away from me. I never realized.
And I'm going to challenge you on that one, because I don't want to say it. I said I gave it away.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I gave everything that I had away without even the knowledge of knowing I was giving away who I was and the freedom that I once had. I took it for granted, and I didn't see it. But once it was taken away, I realized everything that I needed to do almost instantly. I put my family first. I searched for a higher power, and I changed everything about myself. And I'm living and enjoying life right now, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Man, I tell you what, I know, speaking firsthand, both of us, firsthand experience, man, there is life after penitentiary. There is life after incarceration, right? And yes, the grass is greener on the other side. I'm telling you right now, I should tell myself walking the yard that the grass is greener no matter where you put your feet at. But man, once you become awake, and if I can create, check this out, if I can create penitentiary experience that I had and be unconscious, if I can create that experience while I'm asleep, can you imagine what we can do now that we're awake?
Right.
What can you do now that you're awake? And that's what we're talking about. Listen, Tyros, we do this show because we know we've been through something and we live to tell about it. And our vision and our goal is to impart something into you that will help you get to that next level. Help you take your battle, man, to the real world, man. You're fighting for your legacy. You're fighting for your family. Be strong. Be committed. So what's really exciting about is listening to you, Robert, talk about your whole new your newness on life, man. Listening to you coming from a young man and realizing that life is still ahead of you and there's a lot of it, right? I'm 52 years old, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. There's more life behind me than there's ahead of me, right? And that's the reality that people my age have to be reality, right? Most of my life's already behind me, but it's not over.
No.
Right? It's not over.
It's not.
I'm still creating my legacy for my family. You're doing that now, and I'm excited about your future. Listen, dads, what we're talking about here is something that can empower you to be great, empower you to create a legacy, but you gotta be real, man. Listen, being a tyro means that you are gonna take your story and you're gonna own it. Quit telling other people, get out of the state, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Now, we both used to be there, man. If only I would have done this. If only she would have done that. If maybe I should have done this. Remember ever saying that type of stuff, right? And no longer do we say that, man. We say, man, I made this bed.
And now I'm going to sleep in it.
Now I'm going to sleep in it. But now as a TYRO, we say, I made this bed. Now I'm going to take it up. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to walk, right? That's what we say as TYROs. I take up my bed and I walk, right? That's what we do. So practice makes what? Permanent. And that's what we're talking about today. Practicing new principles in your life. And I love how you said that. I said, if you want to become somebody better, right? Is that how it went? How'd it go?
To become somebody better, you have to become somebody new.
Ooh-wee. And we're going to just sign off on that note here, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with the final closings of TYRO Robert Crawford. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
TYRO Dads will help you to see who you really are on the inside by coming to terms with your past, present, and future. You will begin to move forward by using your time on the inside to transform yourself. We know you're not the only one serving time. Your family is too. Overcoming the issues that existed prior to and during incarceration are often more than what many families can survive. TYRO Dads has a unique method of reaching and healing families based on Ron and Catherine Tijerina's own personal experiences. TYRO Dads works exclusively with incarcerated fathers who have minor children. The program lasts for 10 weeks and focuses on intensive character development. You'll be taught to take responsibility for your actions, to own it. You'll be prepared to overcome the obstacles of incarceration and transition back into your home and community, both successfully and permanently. Upon successful completion of this program, you will earn the title of TYRO, which means a warrior, someone learning something new. You will be one of the honored, a man worth following. If you think you have what it takes to be a TYRO, or you want to know more, contact your local project facilitator or your institution staff.
Welcome back to TYRO TV. I'm Ron Tijerina, and today we have a special guest with us, TYRO Robert Crawford, in the house. And I really want to say, Robert, I've been honored and blessed to have this conversation with you, have you here at the TYRO Studios, and we're going to send this out as far as we can take it, man. Right? They need to hear your story. They need to hear success, and that you're owning all your experiences, and that you're making a difference, not only in your life but anybody who comes around you. You are making their world better because of what you went through, and you're owning it. You know, if there's something that, that you could say to anybody out there right now, anybody who would watch us, not necessarily in the prison, but anybody out there, because this is going to be aired on our social media also, what would you say?
To all the families that I had hurt, and to even my own family and my friends of whom I thought were my friends, and I forgive them for that. I would apologize. I would be the man that I am today and stand here and apologize to those that I had hurt.
Well, then that's good. Just tell me you're sorry then. That's good stuff.
And I am so sorry to the families that felt the pain of the chain of reaction because of me and the faults that I had made. And I am sorry to my family and the loved ones that I brought down with me. And I couldn't be more apologetic to that, and I'm just trying to show more than words that in my actions you will see the proof that I am a new man and I am a man worth following.
That's a good word, TYRO. That's a good word. And I love what you said, the chain reaction. Because I don't think people really understand that ripple effect, man, because of one decision, how many people are affected by that poor choice that we make when we're unconscious, when it's all about us, when it's all about me. And I love what you just said, that chain reaction. And when you apologize, thank you for doing that. Thank you for saying you're sorry, because I don't think we get that enough. I think that's something that I'd like to really put in our show as we bring people on here, give them an opportunity. Hey, man, you want to say you're sorry? I really appreciate you doing that and starting something new right now. And that's what I want to do. I want to, let me say I'm sorry. You inspire me. Let me say I'm sorry for the people in the past that I've hurt, that I've betrayed, that I've done wrong, that I've belittled, that I took for granted. I apologize. And I just want you to know that here in the TYRO world that we live in, man, we're about change. We're about making a difference, and we're about owning our experiences, but we're about helping people become better than they are right now. So Robert, let me just thank you for coming on.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Listen, man, just thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey. And always remember, my name is Ron Tijerina.
I'm Robert Crawford.
And I am a Tyro,
I am also a TYRO.
and we are always rooting for you.